Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. Today na Sunday, and today na number 1 day for December. That means a Christmas period. It don't start. The year it come to an end. 2024 it come finish. So Merry Christmas for all people where they put Christmas tree, for our IDP refugees and people for ground zero where poverty it chop them so they don't forget about Christmas. People they need to see fried chin chin. Thief people themselves they need to see come over go thief fowl. They had the ability than before because thing is damn bad for all man side. I want to bring una revolutionary greetings. Una welcome for another episode for our daily podcast. Do una a program where we try for bring una updates, for bring una the truth, for bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as we work out for this journey to our freedom, towards the independence of Ambazonia. Una welcome. Today we go on for start with a big message we don't come out for the chairman, for the president of the Republic of Ambazonia, Dr. Florentine, we don't put out a big message. Dr. Florentine, we lead the indigenous people of Ambazonia, IPOA, he don't put out a message concerning our presentation for the United Nations. Now a very big move we hope say every patriot, any man we don't talk say put Ambazonia first, he go applaud. From our general, the way we need to hear for them. Where they in hiding because of one thing or the other, like General No Pity, and the other one them where they for place we will know them. One the way they be done die. When they struggle, they fight, they carry gun, they cry for their video them. Say United Nation, una hear we. Where is the United Nation? Una need to hear we. They cry, they call United Nation. From the beginning, we'll be one start before Seseko declare independence. We'll be decrying a United Nation because we know that the place that we help if you come up for day. Now the place that will be enter for the problem for day. Now the beginning that way all thing be start and for the way all thing can end. Finally, our voice it can be heard for the United Nation, both in written document and also in oral presentation as when I hear we Dr. Asongo. And it be important, it be very historic. Say the person way the IPJ, he choose them for steer the committee. Dr. Asongo, he be na the right man. Why? Because Nadi Pa, he be behind the case where he will carry and go for Banjul. Now he be one of the main sponsor and the architect for those plan them. And other thing the way they do and what will no fit put them for social media. Nadi Pa, he design and he put together the flag for Ambazonia, what we hold them today. So now the flag what they call and say put the Ambazonian flag first. Now the man this way bring them for we. Now the parties we finally would put it for front, make it stand talk on behalf of 8 million Ambazonians and for speak our mind, our heart, and our complaint. Because our struggle, it don't be plagued with confusion. People they need to know who for belief, what for belief. So one in the way they specialize now for conspiracy theory them. Our people they are confused. At least finally, when I see document, when I see presentation for our manifesto, we will not take them for answer critic them for talk say man we be talk say the people they need to fight for independence. None of the thing this way day for day. One the way they be talk say one for the referendum. No be na referendum that we don't put them for day. We never do talk on for social media. We never go talk on like some people where they go for Switzerland they write some document them. They go talk say someone may be a mistake. No, we want for talk now so no. We'll be very clean and clear. We want independence through referendum. But we want to first start with autonomy. One for first start with prisoner release, with amnesty for diaspora the way that are involved in the struggle, with return, assisted return, where we will get power for organize our own people then day for table for committee for bring money for international community, me were refugee and IDP then can't settle. They will be hospital, then we will manage that money. There will be international airport for Bamenda, rehabilitate our Tico airport, come for inside Victoria for Limbe. Be our port for the we don't already get company them and country the way they don't put money for table for support the plan. Now we don't put them for United Nations for table. Now it is on the table. Every country have access. They can look at it and say this thing is now on the table. How can we do with it? For path the way for tangible, progressive diplomatic follow up for which we wouldn't do them. Because I say UN the day. UN speeches and be very important. Not to the quote them. Not to the guide agenda for country the way they do for day. Maybe we play the representative, the president of the IPO, Dr. Florentine. Maybe we hear his speech. We then deliver a group now one of the 14 group then waiting day for the group where they call them now APJ, that means Alliance for Peace and Justice. Now the steering committee for all the group they run join for make that one document where they call them PPP. Where now for that document where you get all things what they ask them, make it be now the starting point for negotiate. That means when La Republic accept for negotiate on that basis, in principle, they don't accept say they will implement them now and negotiation on how the implementation it will take place. May we hear Dr. Florentine, a speech we and deliver them for the Ambazonian people he addressed to our nation. May we all listen them.
Ladies and gentlemen, this week, beginning on November 25th, 2024, has been truly monumental for the peace-loving people of the former British Southern Cameroons, now known as the Republic of Ambazonia, and for all those who dream of justice and freedom. At the 17th session of the United Nations Forum on Minority Issues in Geneva, held on Thursday, 28 November 2024, the Alliance for Peace and Justice, APJ, stood tall, representing not just one group, but more than 14 courageous voices united in their pursuit of self-determination and dignity. Professor Janarius Asongu, a beacon of intellect and resilience, delivered a resounding message on behalf of all of us, including the indigenous people of Ambazonia, IPOA. His words pierced through decades of oppression and neglect, laying bare the suffering of our people and the unyielding spirit of our resistance. Professor Asongu carried the aspirations of millions as he called for autonomy, justice, and a pathway to peace. Let us applaud him for embodying the revolutionary and liberatory spirit that defines our cause. To the people of Ambazonia, this week is a testament to our resolve. We have shown the world that we will not be silenced. The international stage now echoes with our cry for justice, and we will not rest until freedom is ours. But this is only the beginning. To members of the Consultative Commission and other groups yet to join the APJ, Alliance for Peace and Justice, I extend a hand of invitation. While unity is our strength, dialogue is our bridge. Even if you are not ready to join the APJ formally, let us establish backdoor channels of communication. My office is open, and together with the APJ, we are ready to engage with you. The time for hesitation is over. The time for collaboration is now. As we move forward, remember this. No matter how dark the night, the dawn of a free and peaceful Republic of Ambazonia is inevitable. We will persevere, and together we will triumph. This has been Dr. Florentine Fonche, President of the Republic of Ambazonia, leader of the indigenous people of Ambazonia, IPOA, and its governing council, IPOA GovC. Thank you and remain blessed.
That was Dr. Florentine, the president of the ROA and also the chairman of the IPOA. Fellow Ambazonians, the Cameroon government, all their lies have been punctured in the United Nations. all their claim that there have been peace and our people are now represented in the government in a measured way, and that they have resolved all the problems as they have claimed in the United Nations have been punctured. Because now the United Nations can point to our document and presentation and say, these are people who represent the struggle. These are parties to the conflict, and this is what they have to say. He can no longer say that he doesn't have a people to talk to, or that the people of Ambazonia are only adamant on one issue, a zero-sum thinking, or give me independence or die, that we are not flexible. We have shown flexibility. We have demonstrated goodwill and good faith to meet them halfway. We have done so, and it is on the record. They can no longer lie about us. The war have hurt directly on us. We have put on the table a reasonable demand that is backed by every reasonable person. There is no one country that we have given this presentation that have not only welcomed it, they have actually said that this is a solution we have been waiting for. We are having tremendous endorsement of this plan. I can only wish I could share with you people the details, but for the purpose of accomplishing it and being effective, we have to just inform you that hope is alive. Hope is alive for the return of peace to our people, for the return of their dignity, for the return of a just system, for the return of our own governance, our own ability to end the La Republique, their way of doing things, their way of policing, all the struggle and pains we have suffered. We have a tangible solution, and there is hope in this movement that we are going to accomplish what we have set ourselves to do. It is not just talk, it is action. And we hope that every patriotic Ambazonian will not just be silent by our success after we have suffered insult and conspiracy theory, false allegation, distortion of what we are presenting, distortion of who we are. We hope that people will do the right thing to come together. Let us push this thing through. But we have no illusion about the level of endemic nature of our partisanship that holds us back. Nevertheless, the train is moving slowly, so that anybody who wants to jump will jump on board. Together, we will make it happen for our people. We will deliver for them. Justice will deliver for them. Fairness will deliver for them in a transparent manner. The peace they want, not a peace of a graveyard, but a peace that would lead them to access to their right of self-determination through referendum. We will rekindle in the international community the zeal for our people, the love for our people, anxiety and support for our people. That is why it is very critical at this moment that everybody behave themselves in a manner that will attract this international support, not only international support, but rekindle the heart and hope again for our people in this struggle. That the people whose heart have gone cold, the communities abroad who do no longer talk about Ambazonia, the people who now call Ambazonia that will not think, they will come back home, embrace the struggle from all quarters. And we have had very strange, I will say, respond even to the enemy. Sometimes it is important to hear what the enemy is talking about, because you can learn a lot even from your own enemy. So Konda Titus, who have been the main Cameroon propagandist that has been helping the Cameroon government using illegal means to destroy our community, that have caused so much pain in the heart of so many people, not only in mocking those who have stood up to fight for our people, but have called for collective punishment, targeting of family members, taking people who have disagreement with them or that support a movement for our right of self-determination, rebrandish them for things they are not. He has caused so much damage. Nevertheless, he put out an audio which I want to share part for the first time. Even though he meant to congratulate Chris Anu in the interview where he interviewed Dr. Asongo, but he said certain things that shows us a very good hope that even the docs themselves are willing to lay down their arms. I will say lay down their arms, because what he's doing is also an arm. He's talking about his retirement, talking about stopping what they are doing. So there is hope that this nightmare that we have all lived through these 8 years will come to an end one day. I will play some part of those statements he made so that you people should hear.
The people them. This one a small advice where I bring them for Capo Daniel and whatever they do. Well, at the end of this audio, I will explain why I the advice is. So I don't watch the appearance where Dr. Asongu be get for Chris Anuyi Facebook page. My advice for you, Capo Daniel, and una they push this idea or this notion for say una one for fight for devolution or autonomy inside one Cameroon. Okay, good luck. Good luck. That's all I'm going to say. But then, you guys have very poor messengers, unfortunately. Dr. Asongu did a terrible job talking with Chris Anu. His communication skills were lacking. He come across as someone where it needs a lot of work to be done for coaching, for how for present a case. If they talk like a person who don't know the subject matter at hand. Your communication skills with Chris Anu were so poor, where it be prompt Dr. Gabila for South Africa for interject. And Dr. Gabila did a fantastic job, a better job, 100 times better than which way Dr. Asongu Eduam with Chris Anu, for defend your position. And I know that it's been a very difficult thing for defend your position, for put across that point because the so-called Ambazonians, when I don't spend so long, such a massive part of activism and campaign for years and years and years, radicalizing the Anglophone population and lying to them, telling lies. And those lies, they don't catch up with Now we need for put a break on the lies, and need for reverse gear, and need for now tell the truth to the population. It be so difficult and challenging because now we be or for try for put back the trains on the rails because these things the Ambazonian and trainway it don't derail. So remember when Mark Barretta began to talk, say we lied, there is no government. When I remember that presentation when Mark Barretta began to that's also the Capo Daniel them way real name na Emmanuel Ngong Emmanuel. They began to castigate Mark Barretta because they can't reveal the truth. Say Ambazonia is premised on light. Now for reverse gear. Now for tell the truth to the people. And this is exactly what I've been trying to do for you people since 2018. I don't always just want Anglophones to be honest. Now, wait till where Dr. Asongu get to go for Chris Anu go tell you. Now just the truth. Say listen. Because, for example, they ask me, say, for that presentation, when I go do why would I not use the word Ambazonia? Simple. Tell them the truth. Because Ambazonia does not exist. Ambazonia is an aspiration. Ambazonia is not recognized by anybody. And if Chris Anu want to argue, then put him on the hot seat. Ask him, say, Chris Anu, you have opened what you call an embassy in the United States. Embassy for Ambazonia, whatever. What does the embassy do? Have you seen one person pass in that embassy to do what? Is Ambazonia recognized by any sovereign state in the world? Ask Chris Anu that question. Put ye on the hot, make it answer. Just be honest. Say, listen, we lied to you. Whenever we talk about Ambazonia, we should have been honest with you to tell you that it is an aspiration. Ambazonia does not exist. We want it to exist, but it does not exist. Cameroon is one, as recognized by every nation in the world. Cameroon is one, as recognized by the African Union, who defeat Cameroon militarily. When the so-called Red Dragons does not exist, it's been decimated. ADF itself is being decimated as we speak. All when our top generals wait for free given. You understand? So I listened to it talk for more than 1 hour with Chris Anu. No points put across. Chris Anu 30% of the time. But the other 70 to 80% of the time where we agree, we work together. Why would Amba would not operate like that? Why? Now, because now dialogue for Ambazonian terrorism, we don't already defeat. When they talk, when they just hear a crazy person, and when they respond to ye like a responsible person when they talk, how stupid are you people? I don't want this to make it happen again. That's what we are doing now. A lot of things that they do I'm now in the background, preparing, archiving documents, doing documentation.
So I'll leave that audio, make it play a kokotam, just for show now. Say even Konda titles they talk about retirement, and I will put certain fact very straight. Professor Asongu did a marvelous job to defend the APJ and to present the vision of Ambazonia, speaking for millions of our people to carry their hopes in his back in that big platform, the United Nations, to deliver a speech for within 3 minutes. The submitted speech was already submitted, so it is oral presentation in UN. That is how the choreograph issue there. Number 2, about the lies. You know, propaganda is a tool of war. We did not lie to our people. We radicalize our people. We deliberately radicalize them. There are certain things that we said which are political in nature. And what our people should know, and Conda Title should know, is that we have defeated Cameroon. The Cameroon government that was claiming their ideology that have been well crafted by Laurent Esso, their so-called idea that we, the Southern Cameroon, we were a lost part of their territory, that the UN stole it and gave it to Nigeria. And when Amadou Ahidjo, in their writings, he cried and said that, oh, Northern Cameroon have been lost to Nigeria, like it was part of their own country. Like Southern Cameroon and Northern Cameroon, this is the ideology that we were part of their country that were just simply given to another country to govern and was supposed to be returned. That we were part of their country to be engulfed and assimilated. Paul Biya himself said in France, in a public audience, that Cameroon tried to assimilate us and they have failed. They have been defeated. Today in our territory, they cannot appoint Francophone as DOs and SDO any longer. Even the military people that are deployed in our territory, they are recruiting Anglophones to sail in our zones, which they were never doing before. They are respecting us. The fact that our boys have carried gun make Yaoundé to know that we are capable of defending our position, and they should be very careful going forward. They had the Grand National Dialogue only because we fought against them. We have defeated them. So we should know when we win, and we should not allow the devil to steal our victory from our mouth. And there is a time for everything. It is time for us to make reconciliation, to bring justice and peace. It is time for us to end this war of shame. Anybody that wants this war to continue have lost their humanity. And that will mean that we will reconcile with our enemies, not our friends. We will reconcile with the people who have hurt us. We will sit with them and exchange story of what happened, like it happened in South Africa, and accounts for every crime that have been committed. We will have to go through that process. Even the Atanganjipo and those people who have hurt us so much, we will have to sit down and talk to them and let them talk to heal the wounds. Let us not forget that we and Francophones we are not the enemies. We are not enemies. We are people who come from the Tikari people. And we should talk about that story more. Remember Didi Yango, you must calculate. Remember the songs of Kotobas, sons of Francophones. Remember that even the political party of Dr Fonche was initiated by Francophones who came to our territory and grew up, the Anglo-Bamilekes. Do not forget that even Dr Fonche himself is an Anglo-Bamileke. So we should never make this condition permanent, what is happening in our territory, this stalemate. It does not favor anybody. La Republic are dying, we are also dying. It doesn't favor anybody. We must end the war. Cameroon must take steps to end the war. We must take steps to end the war. We must all speak the truth. Cameroon must speak the truth. When we say Cameroon, one Cameroon, do not be deceived and do not forfeit your right as a Cameroonian. Because that Cameroon is a united, as Dr. Asongo said, united Cameroon, dominated by Francophones. That Cameroon, that they say one Cameroon is not La République. When we use that word La République, it is a mockery. It is our way to express our anger and dissatisfaction that they have taken over that country like it is their own. But we should not forfeit our right, because that Cameroon is a made up of two people. Two countries came together to form Cameroon. So when we say Cameroon, one Cameroon, it does not mean that we have accepted that their ideology of one and indivisible, meaning that Cameroon was some sort of a one country that belonged to these Francophones, and that they just simply take back and they were given as a gift, or through Connie, England sell Southern Cameroon to them. Even if you sell something, you cannot sell something that you don't own. It is illegal. We must come back to the table and look at the truth of our history, that our people have the right of self-determination. We are a people. We came into this union by ourselves on our own accord, and we should not be treated like a captured people. So fellow Ambazonians, there is hope. Let no one deceive you. And this is a tangible hope that everybody should give it a chance. We will fight for it. We will fight for this hope, for peace to return back to our home. Our people are now being buried in Douala, Yaoundé. Our chieftaincies have been removed from their palaces. Look at what is happening in Bui. The biggest fondom in Ambazonia cannot even celebrate their own cultural identity. What are we fighting for if not of our identity? If we cannot find a way to accommodate our identity, then it is bad. There is hope. There is hope for the future. There is light at the end of the tunnel. God bless you all. And may the Christmas magic, the magic and miracles of Christmas, may both sides of this war, those who are involved, may that spirit touch the heart of everybody. So that one day, I have a dream that Amber boys and the bees, they will put their gun in their back and hold each other and look at the humanity in each of them. That even Konda Titus on their other side and me, the Capo Daniel on this side, who have been on each other's throat. One day, Atangaji Paul, Sesekwa Yuktabi, Paul Bia, even his grave and Fundi, they will be able to sit Francophone and Anglophone. What a wonderful culture we have. We will find a way, because even if we are independent or not, that closeness will remain. The bond for this more than 60 years together can never be separated. To be honest with you people, we have to just look for a place where we have our own corner. We have our own identity. We have our own. Independence is autonomy. Independence is autonomy. But we must be practical. We must be honest, because as they say, only the truth shall set you free.